We start tonight with the plight of thousands of disabled children in Ukraine, victims of the Russian invasion, who have been abandoned without proper care. The human rights organisation Disability Rights International says its investigation found children with severe disabilities tied to beds in children's homes that don't have the facilities to cope. The BBC has visited one institution in the west of Ukraine where disabled children from the east of the country have been left by carers fleeing the conflict. This report by our correspondent Dan Johnson includes some distressing images.
Here's a sound of the war you haven't heard yet. Anna's teeth-grinding anxiety hints at the hidden trauma of Ukraine's disabled children. This conflict's most vulnerable and least visible victims. They are nervous, disorientated and distressed.
They're not treated as human beings, they're only kept alive here.
And they've been dumped in a place that can barely cope.
Are you certain you can give these children the care they need?
The director couldn't believe how their carers fled and left these children behind.
They were so selfish that they ran out of here as fast as they could. I thought they'd come here and tell us who had epilepsy, who was incontinent, and so on. But then they sat here till lunchtime and left. I don't like criticizing my colleagues, but this is not the way it's done.
Victoria's one of 22 children moved here from an orphanage in Donetsk and left behind when the less severely disabled were taken to Germany. She has frequent seizures and we're told she's put in restraints at night. Victoria is 14 years old. In fact, these are all teenage girls. The nurse tells me she's not used to dealing with this level of disability and she believes the children aren't able to understand their situation. She asks, what intellect can you see here?
My heart breaks, actually, as a mother of two children.
Disability rights experts are documenting these conditions.
Even though they're in a safe place, their state will deteriorate with time because they are not getting any kind of stimulation, any kind of rehabilitation. And to me, this is further disabling them.
These were confined lives of institutionalized dependence long before the war. There's no future for these children beyond these walls. These homes are relics of an outdated system. The boss insists a resident sings for us. Staff shortages mean older residents help care for some children, and those in from the east have much greater needs than this place can handle. And disability rights investigators filmed at 3 more nearby institutions struggling with fragile young arrivals.
They barely had a time to give them any individual attention before the war. Now they are left lying in cribs, lying in beds, tied down, total neglect. It's very dangerous. These children with disabilities are paying the price for the war.
This flies in the face of any sort of international good practice in terms of the care these girls should be receiving. But then, on the other hand, this is people trying to do their best in the toughest of circumstances.
We were told Oksana couldn't speak because of severe learning disabilities, but Helena makes a connection.
She says in a full sentence that her toe hurts.
And then Oksana spots our microphone. There's a flicker of the potential that could be unlocked.
Are you taking my job, Oksana?
There's a call for these children to get more international support or the love and care of a family. But when so many Ukrainians are running from war, it looks like thousands will still face lives of loss and waste, unseen and unheard. Dan Johnson, BBC News in southwestern Ukraine.